Let's kick things off with a game that redefined what open-world adventure even means. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. This was one of those games I didn't just play, I lived in it. I remember waking up in that mysterious cave, stepping out, and just standing there on the cliff, staring at the vastness of Hyrule. No hand-holding, no big blinking arrows. Just go. I spent 2 hours trying to cook an apple stew because I thought it'd help with the cold. Spoiler, it didn't. But that's what makes it great. Every experiment, every detour, every unexpected lightning strike adds to the journey. It's a world that rewards curiosity at every turn, and somehow still feels magical no matter how long you play.
Victorious.
If you're in the mood for something darker, deeper, and full of consequence. The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. You're not just a sword-swinging monster hunter. You're Geralt, a guy caught in a world where morality is always gray. What struck me most was how even the side quests packed more emotion than full stories in other games. There was one where I was helping a ghost find peace. Turns out, I might have made things worse. And that messed with me. The Bloody Baron story, in particular, is the kind of thing that stays with you. This game doesn't hold back. Every choice matters, and the world reacts. Plus, the expansions? Worth it just for blood and wine alone. Now, if you're craving a game that feels like stepping into a cinematic western, Red Dead Redemption 2. This isn't a shoot-'em-up. It's a slow, emotional burn. Arthur Morgan starts out as just another outlaw, but by the end, you feel like you've known him for years. I'd go hours without doing a single mission, just hunting, fishing, riding through foggy forests, or playing poker in a dusty saloon. There was one time I accidentally bumped into a guy on the street and caused a whole brawl. Next time I came through town, people remembered. The world is that reactive. And man, the ending? No spoilers, but I was not okay. Let's take a sharp turn now, into something brutal, beautiful, and unforgettable. Dark Souls. Yeah, it's hard, but it's the right kind of hard. You learn by failing. Every enemy teaches you something, and when you finally beat that boss, it's pure adrenaline. I still remember finally bringing down Ornstein and Smaug after what felt like a lifetime of tries. I stood up from my chair and just stared at the screen. The world is dark, the story is hidden in fragments, but that mystery pulls you in. It's not for everyone, but if it clicks, you'll be hooked. On a completely different scale of haunting and beautiful, here's something special. Hollow Knight. This one surprised me. I booted it up expecting a cute indie game and ended up exploring this vast, tragic underground kingdom full of mystery and sadness. The combat's tight, the platforming is challenging, and there's so much beneath the surface, literally and emotionally. I remember stumbling into a hidden area by accident and discovering a whole storyline I would have missed if I hadn't been curious. The vibe is melancholy, but also peaceful. If you like exploration and quiet storytelling, it's a gem. All right, time to leave the underground bugs behind and head into the stars. Mass Effect 2. This is peak sci-fi storytelling. You're Commander Shepard, building a crew for what's basically a suicide mission, and every person you recruit has real depth. I found myself doing all their loyalty missions not just for gameplay benefits, but because I cared. I couldn't bear to let anyone die in the final mission. There was real tension in those choices. And the way your past decisions come back around? Chef's kiss. It's space drama at its best, and no one does it like Mass Effect 2. Switching gears again, here's something quieter, more emotional, and really personal. Life is Strange. It's like an indie movie you get to control. You play as Max, a teenage girl who can rewind time. But instead of fighting monsters or saving the world, you're navigating friendships, high school drama, and deep personal choices. I played it during a rainy week with headphones on, and it completely pulled me in. The rewind mechanic is genius because it lets you explore your choices without punishing you. But you still feel the weight of everything. It's a story that stays with you, especially if you've ever felt out of place or stuck between two worlds.
Rachel not only gave
Oh
great
no.
news,
Bottles.
she gave great
This might be hell.
Hey, Max! The ass over here. I'm gonna cut you open,
If only
freak.
you could have seen Rachel.
Now let's dive into something massive, mysterious, and gloriously punishing. Elden Ring. Imagine Dark Souls, but dropped into a fantasy novel the size of a continent. I've never had a game make me feel so small and so curious at the same time. I remember riding out across a grassy plain, spotting a tower way off in the distance, and just going. No quest marker, no reason, just the thrill of discovery. Every cliff hides something, every castle has a story. And yes, the bosses are brutal, but beating one feels like surviving a war. It's a game that respects your intelligence and your patience. If you want to feel something real, like truly human, here's the one. The Last of Us, Part 1. This isn't just about zombies or sneaking around with bricks. It's about Joel and Ellie, two broken people trying to find something worth holding on to in a collapsed world. There's a moment early on, you'll know it when it hits, that instantly made me realize this wasn't just a game, it was a story. The writing, the voice acting, the tension in every encounter. It all blends into something powerful. It's not easy to play, emotionally or mechanically, but it's worth every second.
Stay back! Stay back!
Let's break things up with something a bit more blocky, Minecraft. If you've never played Minecraft, trust me, it's not just a kid's game. I once started a survival world with a friend just for fun, and 3 weeks later we had a working minecart subway system, a huge castle, and a pet llama named Carl. It's that kind of game. You can build, explore, fight, or just exist. Chill out and farm. Go dig for diamonds. Build Hogwarts. The only limit is your imagination, and the modding community keeps it fresh forever. It's timeless. Now, if you're after a cinematic action game with surprising emotional weight, God of War, 2018. This one redefined what a reboot could be. Kratos isn't just angry anymore, he's a dad, trying, and often failing, to connect with his son. The combat feels incredible. The axe alone is worth playing for. But it's the quiet moments that got me. Just rowing a boat, listening to the kid ask questions, or hearing Kratos struggle to say anything at all. The Norse mythology backdrop is rich, mysterious, and just the right amount of weird. It's a journey, and one I didn't want to end.
Stop hurting my boy!
Now, how about a game that actually gets better every time you die? Hades. You play as Zagreus, son of Hades, trying to escape the underworld. And yeah, you'll fail. A lot. But every time you do, the story progresses. The characters comment on your previous runs, new dialogue unlocks, and you get stronger. It's rare for a roguelike to have this much personality. I found myself talking to the gods more than fighting sometimes, especially flirting with Thanatos, no shame. It's stylish, smart, and addicting in the best way. Let's settle down with something peaceful. Stardew Valley. I thought I'd just try this out for an hour. That was 3 months ago. Stardew is pure comfort. You move to a sleepy town, start a farm, and slowly build a life. You fish, mine, grow crops, date people, go to festivals. It's like the best parts of Animal Crossing mixed with an RPG. I once spent an entire in-game week trying to impress a villager with coffee just so they'd talk to me more. Worth it. It's cozy, calming, and sneak. And for the final spot, let's go with a game that redefined what a first-person shooter campaign could be. Titanfall 2. This one kind of flew under the radar at launch, but it's now considered one of the best FPS campaigns ever made. And for good reason. You play as a pilot bonded with a Titan, basically a giant robot with a dry sense of humor. And what starts as a cool sci-fi shooter turns into something surprisingly emotional and clever. The level design is wild. There's one mission involving time travel that's so smart and fast-paced, I replayed it twice just to appreciate how well it was built. And the movement? It's fluid, fast, and makes every wall run and slide feel incredible. Add in a fun, fast multiplayer mode, and you've got a game that truly earned its place as a must-play AAA title. And that was our list of 15 must-play games. Each one worth your time, trust me. If you're into this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for hanging out.